forests of Fadir hold many secrets. The oldest and most ancient trees remember well the days of the world before, and many still harbor a connection to the mystic Feywild. As winter melts into spring, the tangled web of fate leads 3 heroes along a new path.
A little blind never held me back. What makes you think you ever could? I'll bend the smallest stone to the greatest mountain, even the moons themselves, until the world knows the name Talamh Dall.
At some point, everyone makes the choice to follow the dark or the light. Some of us make the wrong choice, but if a criminal can return to the path of good, why can others not? Who we are is unimportant. It is our deeds that determine who we truly are, and with those deeds, even the most vile can find the spark of redemption.
Hello, I am Oliver Dunwald. Where I am from is not important. I am a traveling sorcerer who has made a living from vanquishing monsters that trouble nearby villages and farms. I hope that in doing so I may redeem myself. And please, hands off the mask.
As they venture forth to face the unknown trials and dangers of an untamed world, how will they react? Will they run from their destiny, or will they stand strong, ready themselves, and roll for initiative?
All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Can you guys talk so I can check to make sure the inputs are correct?
What if I don't want to?
If you don't want to talk, it's going to make playing a live-action D&D game very difficult, but I will make it work.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Roll for Initiative. And because we were talking about Critical Role before the stream went live, I almost called us by the wrong name. We are not voice actors. We are randomly employed.
We're not voice actors yet.
Actually, technically, we have a patron. We're getting paid. You guys recorded voice for a video. You are all paid voice actors.
Hey, yay. I'm a professional voice actor.
I can officially call myself a professional DM. Life goal met.
Good job. Yeah, yes.
All right. Yeah. Once again, as always, I am PsychGuy the DM. We have ZerohGee playing.
Well, you want me to say it?
Yes. That's why I paused and did this face.
We haven't done it this way before. I'm Ser Ridire.
Curiosity as
Talamh Dall.
And CashPanda as.
Yes, I am Oliver.
Excellent. It's episode 3. I'm trying new things out each time.
Just warn us before you do it.
Never. It's way more fun to just do it.
Jeez.
I am.
What fixed it.
Yep. I am critical. All right. Yep. It's going to be a day. I meant to say chaotic, so.
That's what she said. Better as here.
Well, all right. Let's get into it. Last session, you guys were on the hunt for a couple of villagers who had been sold off. The only real clue you had was to go southwest, and that you were looking for a creature known as a Far Darrig. You found a creature that was openly hostile to you, and upon trying to question it, trying to communicate with it, it was having none of it, openly insulted you guys a few times, and then the attack was on. Quickly overpowered it, and at that point it gave up. It begged for mercy, and that's where we left off, where it, I believe, Talamh, you have hold person, cast on it?
I do.
Yes. And Ridire had put his sword away in the hopes of talking to this creature now that it is less openly hostile and more afraid. And that's where we'll pick up. So you guys have the floor to start whatever you want. We're not in combat anymore. We have exited combat. So you're free to communicate without the initiative order.
How many hit points are you down, Talamh?
Precisely 0.
Oh. Thought you got hit last. Cool.
I got hit when I was in my Rocky Wolf form.
That's right.
I have lots of temporary hit points.
All right. How many hit points is Oliver down? I'm gonna lay on
10.
hands you back. Okay, I'm gonna lay on hands you back up to full.
Oof. Pog.
And then I'm gonna use my last 7 lay on hands on myself, which puts me 1 point shy of full.
Yeah, every short rest, I have access to 74 temporary hit points.
Okay. Going to put a note in that.
Yeah, because of your beast form. Yeah, it's just meat points essentially. Yeah.
I like to think of it as rock armor, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's convenient though, because we don't have a dedicated healer, so I have limited healing. So the fact that you can absorb a little bit through that does. Okay. Anyways, so that's got us topped up there.
Talamh could turn into a rhino and be rock steady.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, then who's Bebop?
I could also turn into Bebop.
I will give you a pig companion at some point.
I don't want.
I hope he's a.
Oh.
I hope he's a
Oh.
nice guy.
Oh boy.
Because that's how that particular rock is pronounced.
All right.
All right.
I'll let you guys start the questioning stuff.
Well, I'm standing back a bit, so.
Yeah.
But you're the guy who wanted to question him.
Was it me? I don't think it was me.
No, Zero wanted to question him.
Yeah, you're the one that.
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was just saying, like, I didn't want to kill him if he's surrendered.
All right.
But I guess I can. Let me pull up my notes. I forgot to pull up my notes earlier. So that's why I was asking you to do it, so that you guys could cover for me while I'm pulling up my notes.
Oh, unprepared.
Prepared with everything else.
And I know I have this written down somewhere, Talamh, but once again, what is your passive perception?
Oh, it is 17. The same goes for passive insight.
Okay.
Okay, so my notes are very bad.
I guess I can ask him. So we're looking for some of our fellow villagers. Do you have them, or do you know who does have them?
I don't have them.
Do you know who does? Or are there any more villagers?
I know where I brought them.
Where would
And
that be?
There's a cave. I brought them to a cave.
well, if I release you, can you take us there?
If I take you there, I'll die.
Then can you tell us how to get there?
It's and I'm not doing the same voice I did last time. Hold on a second. It's to the east.
Why would you die?
No one, no one crosses the worm.
The worm.
I'm
gonna walk up at this point and ask, who is this worm?
Let me see. Okay. He looks at you and is too many windows open. Too many windows open.
Too many.
Cooks.
Too many cooks.
Takes a lot to make a stew. Stop.
All right. Are you, Oliver, are you asking in trying to intimidate him to tell you? Are you being compassionate? How are you asking?
I'll ask firmly the first time, but not like trying to scare him. Just like a simple plain, who is he?
All right. Roll persuasion with advantage.
All right.
And then Talamh, roll a perception check.
Persuasion, you said?
Yep, persuasion for Oliver, perception for Talamh. Okay. With the persuasion check, he says, she is power, forest magic, power beyond what we've known. Magic, filthy magic, corrupt. Talamh, you notice that he there was a pitter-patter of blood hitting the ground, making little ping to your senses, and that has stopped in a few areas.
Huh. Like all around us, or?
Coming from him.
Oh, okay. A pitter patter.
So like blood droplets coming from him.
Okay.
And the blood has ceased in a few of the areas. Not a lot. He's still got some gaping wounds, but a few of it has stopped.
So he's trying to heal himself? Or...
Well, it must be a passive thing, because a full person, he wouldn't be able to use a spell to do it.
True. Gee, I don't know what to do with this information.
Keep it.
Yeah, he's staying locked in place for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna why did you take these people to the war?
That is my job.
Oh, really? And it pays well?
I live, and I keep the hotel off of our property, off of our woods.
So what does she do with them? This worm?
I leave before I see anything.
So I take it might not be something you'd particularly want to bear witness to.
My brothers bear witness. My job is to go collect.
So you have
Seriously,
brothers then?
That was at the same time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you have brothers then?
Aye. The Far Darrig are many in number.
Are they as stubborn as you are?
Roll a charisma check.
Oh no, your worst roll.
Oh,
Dang.
that was a 23.
That was a natural 19 because he has a +4.
Yeah. Oh man. He rolled a 6. Actually he rolled a 3. He has a 6. That did a good job of disarming him. He laughs. You see him kind of looking off to the side, and the Hokal call us stubborn. We like to think of ourselves as proud.
That is very understandable. You fought well.
Obviously not well enough.
Weapon he would.
I didn't catch that. Zero. What was that?
Where is his weapon that he was using, his glaive?
He threw it on the ground.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
I want to pick it up.
Okay.
I'm just going to look at it for now while the others are continuing to talk to him.
Okay. Do you want to study it, or?
I mostly want to see how he reacts with me taking his weapon.
Okay. Roll an insight.
I am so good at insight.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 13. All right.
I only get +1 to it. I'm terrible.
Oh yeah, should we be saying the results of our rolls, seeing as they're not actually able to see it on the stream?
If you think about it,
Okay.
I roll a 13.
the story will do enough of that, and hey, if you're watching this and you're like, I really want to know the exact number to that, leave a comment in the chat. We'll respond. I have it up. I'm reading it if anything pops up, so feel free to say anything, appropriate. Or semi-appropriate, I guess. Your mom jokes are fine. And encouraged. Insight. 13.
13.
He is fairly blank-faced about you holding it. He seems more worried about what you're going to do with it.
Okay.
The overall expression right now is the hope for self-preservation more than anything.
Oh god, he must be worried because he's being held quite firmly.
That's what she said.
Ooh, that's a good one. So I'm gonna ask him. So your other brothers who bear witness to this, where might they be? If you can't tell us anything.
They guard the cave. They personally serve the worm.
About how many brothers are down there?
2. I mean, 5. 5.
I'd like to roll an
I want an
insight
insight
on
check.
Okay.
I feel like we might not need to, but
With advantage, go ahead and roll an insight.
where I'm standing,
both
I
of
always
us,
have
or-
advantage on insight.
Both of us, or because we
Yeah.
said at the same
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh yeah. Both of you.
Oof, 10.
21!
I got a 21 insight, chat.
Oliver, you just nod. You're thinking maybe he just forgot how to count. Talamh, you fully believe what he is saying from his vocals, but his heartbeat is giving him away. You actually tied his deception check.
Hooray for advantage.
you both got a 21, but one ties go to you, and I screwed it up by being honest about that one.
I don't believe you. Worms don't deal in odd numbers.
He I've never known a worm to count.
You're saying worms can't count? Well, then she'll never know if we come in and take a few of the villagers off of her, because she won't know how many are missing.
It is true, we are very sneaky.
Yes, clink.
Yes, the worm won't be able to count and know you're coming.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to go and you're going to take your brothers away and just take them out for a little night on the forest, and we're going to go and rescue our villagers.
And when the worm knows she's been betrayed and her captives are gone?
She can't count. She won't know how many are gone.
My friend, I can protect you from the worm. Persuasion check. Only 11, unless I have advantage.
I'm debating whether or not you do. We'll see how this roll goes. You don't need it.
Persuasion checks I've had.
You don't need the advantage.
Oh.
I rolled
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2, but it's actually a 37.
Oh.
Okay, roll 16, rogue.
Yeah, his reaction is a little bit wide-eyed. No Far Darrig has ever gotten help from a hokel.
Well, has a Far Darrig ever thought to ask?
I would spit if I was able.
But there's a first time for everything.
If you think you can protect us...
You yourself said that this being used corrupt, filthy magic. Obviously, you don't love this creature.
No, but I love living.
Yes. That is why I'm offering you a chance to remain living, but in freedom, not in servitude.
If you can promise my head stays on my shoulders and my heart beats. At the end of this, I will take you in the right direction.
You saw what we did to you. I think we're pretty capable.
I can promise you that short of my own death, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Roll a persuasion check 3 times with advantage.
Uno, 21. Dos, 24. Trace, 16.
Wow.
I mean, I could use my channel divinity to make all of those another +5, I think. But I'm not going to right now.
Yeah. So he's buying what you're saying. You, Talamh, you can feel his heart rate slowing down as he gets a little more calm. Is going to do this one more time.
I do want to ask him, how far away is this cave?
About 5 miles. Five miles in the direction we're going. Talamh, roll another perception check. The advantage, so he failed it. Again, you feel a couple of, or you hear, most of the bleeding itself has stopped. Yeah.
Is he like biding his time till he just gets all better? Would they not be able to see that he's not bleeding as much?
What are your guys'
we
passive perceptions?
definitely
12.
nowhere near as high as hers. I think mine's 11. Yep.
11, 12.
They are not aware of any changes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we should at least take a short rest, and then, well, actually, we're pretty well. Short rest won't give us spell slots back.
It'll give me
It'll give you a beast form back, though.
And I think it gives me, unless I used a sorcery point.
No, I don't think, because I don't think we have time to take a long rest. I think
Or
time
long
is
rest anyways.
urgent here. So, and I healed us both up with my lay on hands, so we don't need to expend hit dice really. So, apart from getting her beast form back, that'd be the
Who
only
knows, we might
reason.
be in for it. I might need all 74 of those temporary hit points.
You know. I think it might be worth taking a long rest, or a short rest, I mean, and then heading out.
Okay. What do we do about the our little friend here?
Well,
While we're resting?
he's so far he's said he will lead us there as long as we promise to protect him.
So
But
we just keep a really close eye.
he wouldn't agree to negotiate with us, and he's scared of this creature. This thing's not going to negotiate with us either.
Is
So
he
more than likely, we're going to have to kill it.
Is he more
So-
scared of us or it?
Probably a little bit of both right now.
You want to roll an
So I guess-
insight?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Too many windows.
Sorceress.
Oh my god. 25.
With advantage, yep.
Okay, that beats it. You're the immediate threat, so his attention is on you. but from the inflection and everything, he is much more. He's more concerned to a much larger degree about this thing than you guys.
Okay.
The fear is there. The fear and the respect. I mean, you guys have said, everything you have said up to this point, he has responded to well. And compared to your previous interaction prior to the fight, his attitude is incredibly different.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing to move forward with this.
Yeah.
So
I think
I'm on board.
yeah. Although I almost feel like we should make sure he doesn't try to bolt.
I think the best thing we could do right now is offer our trust.
So don't string it. Don't tie him to a tree.
Don't tie him to a tree.
So if he runs off, at least we have the information.
If he runs off, yeah, we have information. But also, if he runs off,
He doesn't get protected.
he has now gone back on his promise, and he has therefore forfeited our mercy.
Okay.
And if he chooses to interfere in the future, he has given up that possibility.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, this is just me.
This is what we're
discussing
going to
it.
relay to each other. Well, I'll be asking.
I'm just explaining this. This is how Ridire thinks about things.
You guys
So
got to
I'm-
remember that you have all traveled for 5 levels of
Yeah.
experience together, so I'm totally okay with you guys talking about this because this is how you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will gesture to Talamh to release him.
All right, did somebody finally groan at that?
I did.
Thank you. Good God.
Grown at what?
This is how we roll.
Oh,
It's ROLL play.
I'm funny,
right, yeah.
damn it.
I'm sad now.
I don't want to be here. Can I leave?
I gesture to Talamh to release him.
All right, fine.
And then
You can have use of your legs back.
You're not gonna tie me up?
Should we tell him what
I'm
we're
just gonna-
thinking?
I'm gonna offer out my hand to pull him up to his feet.
He cautiously takes it.
I will lift him up, slowly and comfortably to his feet. I will hold out his glaive for him to grab.
He takes it.
I'm keeping my hand on it. I'm not releasing it yet.
He
I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes, and I'm gonna say, "I believe you, and I am extending you my trust and my promise of protection. Betray us at your peril." And then I'll let go.
You watch as he takes the glaive and slumps down and leans against the tree, resting a hand on the glaive, and just sits there deep in thought.
I'll give him time. This is strange. We are not murder hobos.
Hmm. And now while he's sitting... Fireball!
You do
Far
acid
down the
ball.
forest. Turns into evil campaign.
Rewrite everything.
What, you thought
Why
we
would-
would play into your plans?
No.
I've merely been lying about redeeming myself. No.
The first session, you talked your way out of a combat. I don't think you're ever going to follow my plans. All right, who's take... Short rest is what, a half hour or an hour? I can never remember.
Core D&D rules is an hour. I usually say between 15 and 30 minutes unless someone's using an ability that specifies an hour, like attuning to an item or like arcane recovery or something like that. But that's entirely up to you. Core rules would be an hour. 4th edition, it was 15 minutes, which I preferred.
So we'll cut the difference and say a half hour. I feel like an hour is really long.
It's because you're able to. It's implied that the healing and stuff you're doing. It's like patching yourself up, but and there's like I said, those arcane recovery that wizards can do and things like that. Attuning to items.
Yeah,
takes an hour.
All right, so here's the rule. We're gonna set this up now. Healing for 10% or less of your health is gonna be a half hour. Anything more than that is gonna take an hour. Tuning to items is going to take an hour unless you have an ability, and anything major that you're doing, like mending something or any of that stuff, that would take an hour, will take an hour. But
and anything that specifically calls out, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, but anything for a small amount of health, a small, like, your Talah's ability, more of a catching your breath, getting more focused on what's ahead of you. It doesn't take a half hour, or it doesn't take a full hour to meditate and get that benefit. So
I like that. That's typically the way I run it too when I DM, is a little bit more relaxed like that.
As a person with a psychology degree, I can tell you that the healing benefits of mindfulness and meditation can be done in as little as 10 minutes, but the longer, the better the effect. So we'll say a half hour.
Cool. I will expend 1 hit dice. I'm not even going to roll it because I'm going to gain my 1 hit point back no matter what. So, because I might as well top myself off, because I'm probably not going to be able to take another short rest before then. So
yeah.
So I expend 1 hit dice to do that, which is obviously less than 10%. And then everyone else I think is healed fine.
I'm taking a shower now.
Talamh gets her ability back, and then we'll wait. Essentially, we'll kind of sit down nearby. We're giving him that moment to kind of rest himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have hit dice technically, so
I would heal him, but I've used up all my healing, so
we'll say he has some hit dice. And he's gonna rest and heal a little bit in front of you guys. This isn't a spell.
Yeah, it's just catching your breath, because it's implying, because obviously hit points aren't necessarily actual physical damage. It could be just getting tired, losing morale, things like that. They're supposed to represent any reason that would cause you to fail in a fight.
Yeah.
And so getting your hit dice back is essentially taking your breath, refocusing yourself, things like that. So that's why, like, there are more severe wounds you can get. You have to take, if you break a limb or something, you can't just get that back. Hit dice, you have to either use magic or time or whatever,
or go to sleep for the night.
Yeah, but even that, they're actually lasting conditions that long rests won't heal. It's deep in the stuff because it's not used by a lot of people, but technically, at DM's discretion, especially, like, if there's something that, like, you can't just sleep off, no, you essentially take a permanent hit to your hit points until you get it healed. So, but that's why magical healing is helpful. That's why me with lay on hands, I could take a nap, I could take a long rest, and then lay on hands, heal the other person of their broken limbs. So,
all right. So about a half an hour goes by. Ridire, you're in a kind of a meditative state, just focusing on, your mantra or whatever it is you do.
I mean, I'm a paladin, so I'm saying a quick prayer to the universe. I don't worship a specific god, as you know, so, but I worship fate and stuff, so I'm just kind of like, yeah.
And while that's going on, Talamh, you hear it first, and quote unquote see it. The Far Darrig get up and slowly walk towards Ridire.
Is Ridire asleep?
He's
I'm
not
not sleeping.
moving, but you know it's only been a half hour, and the plan was to do a short rest, so he's probably praying.
Okay.
Ridire, are you doing it out loud, or are you doing the prayer in your head?
In
out
my
loud
head.
being, you could be mumbling it to yourself.
Yeah. Because I don't have like a specific prayers that I say or anything like that. So it's more just like I'm just kind of closing my eyes and trying to like let the universe, tell me what to do.
Okay. Yeah. So he's not moving, but the way he's sitting, you're assuming he doesn't sleep like that?
I mean, I'm like kneeling probably. So, yeah.
So the Far Darrig approaches and clears his throat off to your side, Ridire.
Well, I will turn to look at him.
Sir Knight.
Yes.
I've never talked to a Hokel at length before. Do you have a name so I can stop calling you Hokel?
He already said my name. My name is Ser Ridire, which is Gaelic for knight.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like light friendly chuckle and say you've already called me what you must. I am Ser Ridire.
I am Sial.
How are you spelling that?
It's spelled like seal.
Oh, cool.
But it's pronounced Sial. You're the first individual I have told my name to who is not a Far Darrig or the Worm.
I will put my hand on my chest and say, my friend, I'm deeply honored.
I will be honest with you. I was expecting you to shackle me, and I was going to use freedom of movement to get away. And go run and tell the Worm. You gave me back my glaive, and you closed your eyes in my presence. All of you did. There is an honor in that.
My friend, mercy and trust go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other.
I don't know what my brothers will do when they see you coming. And if I am in your presence, when you approach them, regardless, I will be killed, even if we all survive. But I will lead you to the cave.
If you need to separate from us before we arrive, I will understand.
I appreciate
No one
it.
No one will notice he was there if there's no one to notice.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm not saying that in game.
Just checking.
Well, I will say,
Sassy 12-year-old, gotta check.
I'm gonna say, I will give you my word that I will extend the same offer of mercy to your brothers.
May not work.
I understand, but
As do I.
I must offer it.
And I understand what happens if they refuse. The worm telling you this is going to be my death if you are not successful. The worm can weave a magic like none I've ever seen. She is like an old, twisted Hokel, but with skin like putrid swamp water. Beware her. If you're ready, I will lead you all.
Stand up, ready to follow.
I
will just say, thank you.
Ready.
Sure.
You all notice the kind of sadness in his steps, and the nervousness is very clearly coming from him. And he starts walking more of a southwesterly direction.
Told us the wrong thing anyway.
He was lying.
All right, well, I will follow him.
That rat bastard.
That's why we make her friends. Because had we tied him up and went in the wrong direction, it wouldn't have worked.
And he was rolling deception checks fairly well for a lot of that. All right. You guys all travel about an hour's pace. He's very clearly sticking to the path that you had originally found that led in that direction. He is very sure-footed in this. It's obvious that he's been doing back and forth from the Aridne to this cave for a while now. And it's actually almost a wonder that the village hadn't been hit harder earlier. Like, for whatever reason, it just started happening. But the forest has always been known for people to go in and go missing. You don't walk into a forest called the Black Forest or the Night Forest for, without the possibility of not coming out of it again. So, after about an hour and 15 minutes of walking, he stops. You can smell a fire burning off in the distance. Faint, but very clearly a campfire of some kind. You see through the tree line. The trees are now as you've been walking, the trees have been getting more and more dead and decayed. The ground rockier and more unstable as you go along. And through the tree lines now, you're able to see off in the distance a light coming from a rocky face. This isn't like a mountain or anything. This is more of a natural... What am I thinking? Like, millions of years ago, a iceberg or something would have come through, cleared out this, pushed the dirt up and the rock up, and made a cave system. Still very tree covered, but many of the trees are dead or dying, and the moonlight is shining through at this time. Because this is all on the same day. It's probably about...
But we're trying to save people. We're not gonna waste a bunch of time.
Oh, I know. I'm saying you're probably at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock right now.
So we're basically in
Probably.
Yosemite Valley at night.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So we're in a moraine. That's the geological term you were looking for.
I need to write that down. That's awesome.
Talamh knows her rocks.
Flexed on with geology, were you?
I wasn't at all. Really, really happy about that.
Yeah, that's...
Speaking of Talamh knowing her rocks, side thing I just have to say because it's really cool. You can hire the voice of Toph on Cameo to do a shout out.
Nice.
But it's like $80, so sorry.
Yeah,
Curiosity.
It's like a gift or something, maybe for your birthday.
I'm not tough. I am Melon Lord.
All right.
I'm going to kneel beside Tial here, and I'm going to quietly speak to him, and I'm going to say, "You've led us this far. You need go no further. I am grateful for what you have done. There is no need for you to die based on these outcomes. The people of the village would gladly take you in and give you a home, possibility of a new life. I understand this may not be something you choose, but
The people of the village will not want someone who traded in the transport and the purchasing of the hotel.
They don't have to know.
Bren,
They shouldn't have to find out. I will go
Well,
to the Aridni.
I don't know if there's anyone here who would tell them.
this forgiveness is divine. But I understand. And I will offer my hand out to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. He turns to Oliver and points its acid at the worm. Try and not catch my brothers in the splash.
I will do what I can.
That is all I ask. Watch your back. Watch the trees. They are our ally. And he turns to Talamh. Make sure that you are hard as stone when you face the worm.
I think I can do that.
Don't give an inch. Don't let her push you back.
I'm the one doing the pushing around here.
He laughs. Yar. And with that, you see a burst of greenish brown energy coming from his around his legs, and in just a couple of movements he is off down the path and gone.
Survive to see it again.
Let's hope we don't get them killed, shall we?
All right. And all right. Are we going in slow, or are we going in fast?
Let's take a moment to look. I feel like this could be a very dangerous situation here if we don't take our time and properly assess.
Now let's get a feel for the situation before just barging in. Can't believe I said that.
Surprising from you.
I know.
I'm gonna pat Talamh on the head.
I hate it.
Yep, that's what a 12-year-old wants. Pats on the head.
Oh,
What they actually
Ridire
do.
knows she doesn't like it, but he's like a grandpa, so it's 100%. He doesn't care. Okay. I'm really noisy, so.
Yeah, apparently so am I.
I'm
Do
not
we need...
the stealthiest.
I mean, I have proficiency in stealth, but I have disadvantage because of armor, so it doesn't really it counterbalances.
I have a +2 to stealth.
I have a +3 because of my proficiency. I don't have an actual dexterity bonus to it.
I have +3 to stealth and no disadvantage.
So you're probably the best bet to get a little
Wait.
bit closer.
It's nighttime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. We're a little bit harder to see.
Although most fey creatures have dark vision.
Man, it's too bad that we didn't take a long rest, because then I could swap.
It would
stuff
it would
around.
be nice, but I just don't think we can spare 8 hours and expect to possibly find these villagers alive. I mean, we're probably not going to find them alive anyways, but by wasting 8 hours, I can guarantee we're not going to find them alive.
You just go back to the village. Well, we tried, while I'm
Yeah.
holding fat stacks of loot. Alright.
Stacks of loot. But we've lost money on this trip so far.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll approach silently, but I'll try to stay farther back. Unless you're gonna go up on your own and get a layout.
Yeah, I just want to go up, I think, sneak up and see if I can get a look in.
Okay, so we'll just move very cautiously and slowly closer in.
I'm gonna double check the text on that feed that was written. Hold on 1 second.
What am I clicking? Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check, Oliver.
Okay. Please be decent. Okay. We're okay.
That's a 20. That's a dirty 20.
All right. There is, as you can see on the map, there's a bit of a tree line that you can follow that would you'd be pretty confident would give you the best cover to go along with that movement. And we're not in initiative order yet, so you could move yourself basically where you want to be. The closer you get, the higher the DC will be to possibly being seen.
Okay. Where's the light coming from?
So the light is coming from inside the cave, down here in the bottom.
I just wanted to make sure that I was seeing that orientation properly.
Yep. Is the fog of war working?
Yeah, I can see.
Big old black.
There's a big old black square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. So, yeah, you can see the thick outline. You should be able to see all of it, of where the rock face is. I did this one quick and dirty.
And the opening is here?
Yep.
It's on the south. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, top-down view with a forest exterior and a cave interior? Hard to figure out how to showcase the cave entrance. And I think I was sleep deprived that day, so...
Well, hey, you made it work, right?
Yeah. I just... It was a lot of fighting with myself of like, how do you want it to look? And then I was like, big black line! And I like it.
All right.
Oh, losing my mind.
Let's move in.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go up to like behind this tree first. I just want to see.
Really close.
Wait, did you ping the tree?
He did.
Yeah, the one down on the bottom there.
This one, but I want to be like behind it, like follow,
okay, I see it.
like follow, like kind of this path.
Yeah.
Like
behind the tree.
Yeah. How do you do that again? What's
it's the little circle ruler.
Okay.
One above the dice.
I
so
think
you're doing that and then that.
I might follow Oliver.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I will follow, but I will not go as far. I will. The furthest I will go is this tree over here.
Okay.
For now.
A 20.
Do you want me to roll stealth as well?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna suck, guys. I'm gonna ruin it for us. 22. Oh wait, I have disadvantage, so 16. But still.
You know what? With their stealth checks, I'll neutralize the disadvantage because you're going slower than them and being more careful than them, so I'll give you that 22. You rolled it.
Yay!
Okay, well, that's gonna be that, and that, and that, and that. Alright, so, good lord, guys.
What?
Oliver is there. Talamh is there. Ridire is there. You take your time. You, like, if the clouds start to part and you feel like the moonlight is going to shine through, illuminating anything, you carefully get to cover. You are moving really slow with purpose. Every now and then, there might be a little rocky area, and Talamh, you're just flattening it out as Oliver walks across it, so there's no, like, brambles or anything for him to trip on. And,
how would I have seen the moonlight?
You can feel the pull of the gravity?
You know what? Yeah, if I can, you know what? If I'm able to cast moonlight, that should mean I can feel the moon.
Yeah. Ooh, I could go flat earther with it. The moonlight is colder. It makes the air colder, and so you can feel the cold.
Let's not.
Hey, we just got demonetized, guys. You're not allowed to talk about FE stuff on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, they demonetized channels for talking about it.
Well, crap.
Well, we weren't monetized yet, so.
Hooray!
You'll have to edit that out.
We're the panel in that meme that says, "You guys are getting paid."
I love this job. Okay.
Wait, job? You're getting paid?
$1 a month.
Haven't seen a cent yet.
Neither have I.
All right.
Yeah, the goal is to get mithril plate armor.
In real life?
Yep. No, for me and for Ridire, because mithril is lighter and does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh.
But it technically can only be done for it's supposed to be done for chain shirts and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be prohibitively expensive to make plate mail out of it.
We'll get it.
But that is my ultimate goal, because then because all it does is take away my stealth disadvantage.
That's it.
Yeah, it provides no because mithril is only supposed to be applied to chain shirts and things like that, so you can wear them underneath your normal clothes, like Frodo in Lord of the Rings. So it doesn't provide disadvantage, and it makes it lighter and smaller. So plate mail, it wouldn't get that lighter and smaller bonus because it's plate mail. So I mean, maybe it'd be lighter, and that would be why it doesn't get this disadvantage on stealth. But I wouldn't be able to wear it under clothes because it's still big plate armor. So.
Note to self: mithril boot prices.
It's super. It's not going to be worthwhile. It's going to be so freaking expensive, but I want it.
Alternative, much cheaper, moon shoes.
We're going to get you the Legend of Zelda hover boots.
I mean, alternatively, I could find someone to enchant my heavy armor to get rid of the... And that would probably be cheaper and easier to do.
Probably.
Still be expensive and still take time, but...
All right.
Sorry.
We all went off on our own tangent there. I think everybody but Cash, everybody but Panda had a moment there. Panda, what's your non sequitur?
What's the deal with airline food, man? I don't understand it.
You know what? I don't appreciate that. They work really hard to provide you a meal on a flight.
But what's the deal with it, though?
It's expensive. It's not a very good deal.
Why did it happen? Why were they like, you know what? We need food in the air, and it needs to be peanuts.
Because we're humans, and we need food everywhere.
But peanuts in the air?
I'm an American, man. I will eat peanuts anywhere.
No, you.
Yes.
I do not like them.
I don't like peanuts.
They're gross.
Yeah.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter is great.
Yeah.
Don't like peanuts, though. Those are icky.
Honey roasted peanut are one of the greatest gifts to mankind.
Pretzels I can get behind.
Yeah.
I'll eat some pretzels any day.
Let's end it, because I'm gonna go on too long about peanuts if we don't stop now. So
let's get going up this cave, boys.
I'm an equal opportunity ADHDist.
You all brought this upon yourselves, so
it's my fault. Blame the DM. Good luck with that. All right, what are you doing, guys?
I'm gonna see what I can see.
All right, roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
And I'm not giving you any disadvantage on this. I'm assuming you're carefully peeking around the tree, even though I have you directly behind it.
Yes.
You got a 17.
Awesome. All right. You are able to see a Far Darrig, which you're now familiar with, kind of moving around in the cave, just kind of lazily looking around. Every now and then he'll disappear. And then kind of come back. And he settles in, sitting on a barrel with a pipe.
Okay. How do we want to approach this? Because we want to get a good idea of what's going on. But
we could try and lure him out, and then one of us could cast hold person on him.
I do have jazz hands, so
you do have jazz hands.
I
would say I could use the sleep spell, but he's Fey and he'd be immune to it. So
I guess it's only it's also only 10 feet from me, so I can't get that far away. I gotta be.
No, but you could put lights in front of the tree.
I mean, we could just toss a pebble. And
So we do that, and I also have dancing lights, which that one's 120 feet.
I could cast light on a rock and just huck it.
I mean, I could just mold earth so it makes a loud noise.
Ooh, how far away can you do that?
Or I could cantrip thunderclap.
That's around you though, isn't it?
I'm not near enough to anyone to be hurt, but it can be heard like 100.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it would draw him to you as opposed to. Well, I guess it's still.
It would draw him in our general direction.
Yeah,
I think it would also pull out anything else that might be deeper. Though
That's actually not a bad idea.
I suppose, yeah. But all we know right now is the two. Do we want to bring them all out right now, or do we just want to lure one out?
Let's lure one out. We should just like toss, like, make some general noise, but like.
Yeah, probably.
So he comes over to investigate, but it could be anything, not necessarily anything hostile.
Yeah, thunderclap might be a little bit too much for that then.
A little too aggressive. All right.
A little too aggressive, yeah.
I want to say the other thing with dancing lights, I could somewhat, I don't know. I mean, it's because it's fire-ish, but like I can make torch-sized lights, so it can make something there.
I mean, you could make some lights over. You could make some lights over here, and they would maybe think it's the Aridne coming over here, and they'd be like, "What the hell?"
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Because I think I can. I can make one. I could also make a vaguely glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size with them.
I think anything along those lines would probably cause them to want to investigate at least somewhat.
Let's go. I say let's go simple. Probably, right? Just like noise, like a small, like some rocks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I could mold earth to sound like footsteps, somewhat loud, unstealthy footsteps.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just want footsteps, I could just walk over to you, and that would probably do the same thing. But that's fine, because then I'd also be I'd be visibly noticeable too at that point.
Yeah,
So
I don't want him to be able to actually see, just to hear for now.
Yeah. I'm down with any of these options. You guys are up front. I'm just going to run in if things go poor, essentially.
Oliver's told us. Has he relayed to us that there's a guy up there? Because I guess
I would say like kind of a whisper back, which in itself might bring somebody out, but what we're 10, 15, 20 feet-ish away.
Yeah, you'd have to do a pretty loud stage whisper, which might be loud enough for him to hear.
Well, if you make it so it's just barely loud enough for me to hear, I mean, I've got pretty good hearing. I imagine that the Far Darrig guy wouldn't hear it.
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go for it.
He's also not actively perceiving right now. He's smoking this pipe, so that's plus.
Roll a stealth check, Oliver.
That is a crit fail.
That'll bring him over.
That's one way to do this.
And I'm whispering.
Is that the second time you guys have failed on a whisper check?
Yes.
I think so. I like to imagine I'm whispering, and then like through the mask it gets muffled, and so she's like, "What?" And then it just gets louder. What? It just goes into a full shout.
All right, so that's what happens. Oliver, you relay how many there is. Talamh responds with, "What?" You relay what that is a little louder. Talamh responds with, "What?"
Huh?
You, for a third time, a little bit louder, now loud enough that there is movement coming from the cave. You yell, you say you see one smoking a pipe, to which Talamh responds with, "Take off the damn mask!" And let's roll for initiative.
We are so stealthy, guys.
I get one good stealth roll, and that's it. Yep.
Oh man, that That was
I'm really
great.
far back. It's gonna be difficult for me to do anything.
Take off the frickin' mask.
Well, at least this means that you have free reign to get some spells cast in there before they get close to us.
I suppose. I just don't know if I want to do acid ball yet. I could, but I kind of want to save it.
Yeah, I mean, wait until we see what's all happening. If only the one runs at us, we don't need to burn anything huge yet.
True. 60 feet.
All right. So that will put Oliver, you are going first. There is an immediate notice and standing up and moving to there for their reaction round.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, if you move back towards me, I can then help protect you a bit better. I can meet you over at the tree where Talamh is, since our stealth is broken at this point.
20, 25, 30? Should I go there, maybe? Or should I go maybe a little bit? Do I go behind? I should probably not go behind the tree in case I need to cast something. I will move.
I mean, you could, if you're wanting to cast something now, you could cast something first and then run. But it's up
I don't
to
have
you.
anything without burning.
Okay.
Without burning a spell slot that could reach.
Gotcha.
But because I don't think I have. No, I only have Quicken spell and Twin spell. I don't have.
Oh, yeah.
I will move to. You know what? I will. I'll just move behind Talamh. I'll move right there. For movement, and then because I can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Perfect.
And technically, you can move through allies because the allies will stop move.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna go, and then I'm just gonna. You really are hard of hearing, aren't you? To Talamh. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
You need to flap your gums with a bit more clarity.
All right, Talamh, you're up.
Crap. There's like nobody. You know what? I gotta save my second level slots.
You can also prepare things and then cast them on a trigger.
Really?
Yep. So you can tell me that you're going to do an action, and then you have to tell me the specific trigger of that action. It can be like within range. It can be when they get near an ally. Anything like that. One action can be stored, and you can't take a bonus action. Then I believe is the
Okay.
rule.
Well,
You can move, but you can't take a bonus action.
If the trigger doesn't happen before your next turn comes around, it's just essentially a wasted action.
well, I'm gonna prepare Entangle in case he gets too close.
Okay, how close is too close?
Well, what's Oliver's spell range?
I would say past the first tree probably would be.
I would say my furthest are Dancing Lights. That's my furthest cantrip, but I do have Chaos Bolt for level 1.
All right. Well, yeah. Once he gets like, how's here?
Or Fireball, or I guess Acid Ball is technically 150.
Can you guys see me ping if I click on it?
You have to hold it down.
There it is.
There you go.
All right, so I'll say this column. Anything past this column, it will trigger.
Yeah, and he'll be entangled.
This one, right?
He's gonna have to make a strength saving throw or be restrained. It's like a level 1 hold person.
Yep.
With a strength 15 check instead of wisdom.
Okay. Excellent. So that is Talamh's turn.
Oh, can I do a bonus action? Or is that take up my whole thing?
If you're holding the action, I think.
I think it stops your the
Okay,
rest of
that's
it.
fine.
I mean, there's technically no core rule for holding actions. It's just something that we use because it makes sense.
Okay, just how does concentration work?
So you cannot, while you have one concentration spell active, you cannot cast any other spells that have concentration. And anytime you take damage, you have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you're able to maintain concentration.
Oh,
And the saving
okay.
throw is either 10 or however much damage you took, whichever is higher.
Okay. That'll work.
And then there are other things, like if you do something that the DM determines might cause you to lose focus, they can call for one as well. But typically damage or like falling or things like that are going to be your most common things that'll cause you.
All right.
But you can only have one concentration effect active at a time. So if you cast something new with concentration, then the old one goes.
Okay, that's good. I feel like Entangle's a pretty good one to have to be concentrated with.
Definitely early on right here. Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
All right.
Sorry, I'm
pass.
just on the D&D Next reading. Can you use the ready action and a bonus action?
Oh.
You could use your action to ready on your turn and then still use your bonus action on that turn, though.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So as my bonus action, I was just going to hand a magic stone to Oliver in case he wants it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. It's a really good idea.
I'll allow that even if you couldn't do a bonus action. That's such a... Especially if you're not moving, I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Then it is the Far Darrig's turn here.
I'm so slow. I didn't even get a chance to
really
try and
funny.
talk to these guys.
15, 14, and a 13. So...
Wow.
And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Man, he's got little legs.
10, 15, 20.
Oh, shoot.
What?
And they're talking to each other. You just hear them, I heard something. You heard something. I heard something. And they both have their glaives in hand. These are definite Far Darrigs. So, all right. Zero, you're up.
So here's the question. Do I clink, 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 run over next to them? Or do I wait for a moment? I am going to... I'm going to hold my action. But I don't really have anything I want to specifically prepare. Unless you're going to allow me to have charge over next to them as soon as we're visibly noticed be a held action.
Can you ready the dash action?
I think so. It's an action. You can ready it. You're just readying a reaction to something, so it's not like you're...
Okay. Then yeah, as soon as either as soon as I know for a fact that they have noticed Talamh and Oliver, I'm gonna run over next to Oliver.
Sorry, say that again.
So as soon as I can tell that the Far Darrigs have noticed Oliver and Talamh, I will run over next to them. So like if I see them call out like over there, or if Talamh activates her entangle, which is very obviously means that they know someone's there, I'll run over next to Oliver.
Okay.
I'm just trying to not cause them to retreat back when they see someone clanking around until they already know for like 100% we're here. So.
All right.
So that's what I will do.
There you go. All right. That means that it is now back to Oliver.
I would like... Well, they don't know that we're here yet. You know what? We put them off their rocker just a little bit.
Smack him in the head with a pebble.
Yeah. That's 10 feet, unfortunately. I will run out to here.
Okay.
And then I will cast. I guess I will cast Chaos Bolt.
Oh.
On this guy.
Okay.
Just, want to, why not let them know they're here?
Yeah, just
Because
let them
they're
know.
close enough to the cave.
I promised.
Some reinforcements.
I promised y'all I wouldn't hurt them with acid.
Also, we're willing to let these guys essentially just be knocked out. We're not trying to kill them.
Yeah.
So,
No, I know.
Yeah.
But
if we have to fight them and knock them out, that's acceptable.
Wow, is that a 23 to hit?
This is 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
And then it's 2d8, I believe.
Yep, 2d8 plus
And
1d6. And if the d8s are the same, it bounces.
So I do just plus 1d6 like that.
Yep.
Ooh,
Wow,
ooh, it's the
d8s are the same.
number. Which doesn't that mean that
That means it's going to leap to the next target.
it leads to the next target.
Yep, so it's going to hit both of them. That's amazing.
So it does psychic damage first off.
Yep.
Because
So
I choose one of the d8s and that's what damage it does.
yeah, I always
And then-
usually pay the first one, which is they're both 7, so it doesn't matter.
And then since it's both the same, it hops to the one next to him.
Yeah,
And I get to roll.
you have to roll the
roll
whole
the-
thing again.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
roll the hit again. Yep. So the first one takes 15 psychic damage,
Yep,
Yeah.
and then
And then
roll
I-
again,
Roll the hit again.
and that's a 17.
that hits.
All right,
And
and
then
then
I
roll the
roll-
new type of damage for the second one.
2d8 plus 1d6, I believe, still.
Yep.
And that does 15 as well.
And then if we're going with the first dice, then that's going to be
That's
cold damage on
I do
this
cold or
one.
psychic, and I'll do cold. Why not? Throw them for a loop. They think I'm doing psychic, but actually, I'm doing anything.
I mean, technically, you could just do both of them because that would actually, I mean, it's like a fear effect almost. But either way, 15 damage to both. That's a good first hit.
But if
Yeah,
we also,
yeah, I would say.
if we show them that we can do more than just psychic.
Oh,
And
fair.
It's like, oh, whoa, hold up.
One guy's like holding his head, and the other guy's like,
One is
Wow.
like frostbite, while the other one is like mentally breaking.
yeah.
Brain freeze.
All right.
That's what we call that. They call it the brain freeze.
Yep. That's,
Psychic
that's
and
beautiful.
and cold damage together. Okay. Yeah. And Ridire, they know he's there, so if you want to
Yep.
trigger it,
Yeah. After he's chucked that chaos bolt, I'm gonna run out right in front of him. So right there. So he throws a chaos bolt, and then I run forward and just shield.
But they still don't know that
Oh.
Talamh is there, right?
They don't necessarily know that Talamh is there. Yep.
oh, it's Talamh's turn, so
Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 60. Oh, I can't actually see where they are.
Well, just wait. They're either going to charge at us or they're going to retreat into the cave, in which case we're all going to have to move forward anyway.
and you
I'm
can
just-
also move. I mean, you're not rooted there; it's your turn, so you can move
Yeah.
first and then act.
I'm just
Yep.
gonna, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh gosh. All right. I will move forward. Probably to here. Is it 5, 10, 15?
Yep. 5, 10,
Is that 20?
20.
All right. I want to move 50. Maybe this. I'll go here so I can actually get back to my original spot.
Okay.
And
This
I'm
is
gonna.
the base of the tree, so you can see under, like,
All right.
here.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pelt this guy with my magic stone.
Okay.
I gotta click it.
That's a 25.
Is it really a wisdom?
Yeah, it's the druid.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. That definitely hits.
What, 1d6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage?
1d6, yeah, plus spellcasting ability. Good
Hey, there you go.
grief.
7 bludgeoning damage. So he's already got a headache, and then boom, now he's got an even bigger one.
All right.
And then
So this is what happens when we're not holding our punches. When we actually go out on a full-fledged attack.
I haven't even gone all out yet.
I know.
Yeah, me either.
I know. I'm saying this is what happens. This is what happens when we attack.
And then are you heading back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to actually. If I go 1, 2, hold on, I was.
You were here.
15, 1, 2, 3. So I could end up there.
Yep.
Right. Cool.
We all have like 20-pound weights on our arms and legs.
We took them off.
Ridire more literally than.
All right.
It's like Dragon Ball Z. We're taking off our weighted clothing and our power levels going.
Rock Lee dropping the leg weights.
Yep. Alrighty.
All right, that will end your turn. So it is the Far Darrig's up. This guy's the most hurt, so he's gonna go first. And you watch as his skin turns a darkish brown. And then he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh.
And he's going to yell out, "You filthy hokels! Bring it!"
Ooh.
And then this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is also going... No, you know what? He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. And he's going to end there.
He's going to try and tree step like the first one did.
All right. Ridire, you're up.
I am going to yell out at them, "Surrender now, and you will not be harmed further." Can I use persuasion?
Yeah.
That's a nat 20, baby. That is a nat 20. There's never a better time to roll a nat 20.
Why? Why?
Especially with the added weight of that, you guys just did a bunch of damage to them.
Pacifist route. Pacifist route.
Oh, I'm gonna give them 2 Far Darrigs to fight. They're not gonna talk their way out of it. They're gonna just unleash with all their spells.
No, we're saving our spells
Put
for that
them
effing
off
worm,
their
bro.
game a little bit, and then reel it back.
Even if
even if
this doesn't stop, even if this doesn't stop them from fighting us, at the very least, I'm hopefully putting them on the back foot. You know what I mean?
We gave you a chance. There's a chance.
I have now extended my offer of mercy. I promised y'all I would offer them mercy.
I have to. Where are my notes? How are they going to act in this situation? I have this written down.
I love D&D so much. Oh man. I was praying for a nat 20, and I don't even pray. The best part is the other one was still a 26.
I know.
I know. I'm factoring that in, plus their rolls.
Hey, even if it doesn't stop them from fighting, if I can confuse them a little bit, I mean, it helps us. If it makes them, pause for a brief second. I also do have an action I'm going to take, but I'll let you figure out your thing first.
No, what's your action?
Oh, I'm just going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Oliver.
Fair enough. I don't even know if you can see me in the screen right now because my head's just down.
Oh, I can see you. I've been seeing you like just putting head in hands for like the last 2 minutes.
All right, good.
Pouring through your notes like Gandalf.
I have 5 pieces of paper. I know what they rolled. All right, so. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not their turn. They don't have a reaction, so it is Oliver's turn.
And so Oliver's heard me call that out, and so he can make his best judgment based on what he wants to do.
I'm gonna use Prestidigitation, and we're gonna make him sparkle. Woo! Sparkle. While he says that. And that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Roll a persuasion check.
They're using the Sparkle Gambit.
Me persuasion?
Yeah.
Yes!
Are you kidding me? No.
I'm telling you, the Dungeons and Dragons gods are rewarding us for the pacifist route.
Okay.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Talamh,
I'm sparkling so good right now.
Oh, you are a shining beacon. Oliver has never even really tried to do like multiple colors, and it looks like Jubilee is standing behind you, just X-Menning. Talamh, what are you doing?
I'm not fucking this up. I'm not doing anything that's gonna jeopardize
just toss the magic stone. Just toss the magic stone up and down in your hand to add that little bit of energy.
All right, fine. I toss the magic stone up and down in my hand.
Roll an intimidation.
20.
18.
It's an 18 with a +1. That still beats their charisma checks from before.
Oh god.
They got a 10 and a 14.
Guys, we just shut this down.
Well, guys, roll for initiative. It's been a great time.
PsychGuy.
We gotta change the channel to roll persuasion. Roll for persuasion.
I literally have tears in my eyes. I don't know how to process this.
He's like both simultaneously unhappy and ecstatic about how this has all turned out.
This is incredible. This is recorded. This is reserved. This is preserved for prosperity. God, my brain has stopped working so much that I couldn't remember the word cupcake this week. I forgot the word so much it left my brain on 3 separate occasions. And now this.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I love you, Chuck.
I've been playing D&D for what, 5 years now? 4 years?
5 or
5
6,
years?
I think.
Yeah,
Actually, no, it's been like, because we started playing before I moved.
Yeah.
So it's been like 7 or 8 even.
It's been a while.
Because I was there for 4 years and I've been back for 2, so it's been at least 6 or 7.
Yeah, it'd be about 6, I think, because we really started playing when you moved away.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of what the hell moments. I've had a lot of insane moments. I've never had a enemy that has an innate hatred for magic users and humanoids. Just take 15 and 22 points of damage in a single turn, deal 0 damage back, and then be nat 20 persuaded twice. And not just nat 20s, but 28 and 27 at level 5. And then an 18 on an intimidation with a character who was built to be sassy and rude and not do well in these kind of things. Get an 18 with a +1. The Far Darrig, who was closest to you, who was posturing and getting ready for a fight, looks at the state of all of this in front of him, says to his brother, "I don't think it's worth it." Let's go.
We created Fezzik in the Holocaust cloak.
This one goes into the tree and disappears because tree stride allows them to move how far? What is it? Like 500 feet.
So he just nopes out.
He's just gone. This one goes 5, 10, 15. He can make it. He is in the tree and he's gone.
Oh my god. Yeah, we made Fezzik from Princess Bride.
I am the Dread Pirate Robber.
There
will be no
survivors.
We could theoretically pull that off, right?
Yes.
We have a
You
large
just
man.
did.
And I
I'm
have
6 foot.
prestidigitation, so
You
I can
just
you could put.
did.
Yeah, we
we could
basically
put-
just did.
I mean, I guess, but yeah, you know,
Yeah, I mean, we could do.
we
the
could
exact-
literally scene for scene try to do
Yeah,
it. Though,
we could definitely scene for scene try to do it. Okay then. Are we still in initiative order, or is it canceled temporarily?
Yeah, there's no more initiative order right now.
Oh, poor Chuck.
You are free to move around the map as you see fit.
Um,
There is still no
I would-
smoking on PsychGuy Airlines.
but here you can have your peanuts.
Oh, we brought it back.
I'm just saying, peanuts are gross.
I agree.
Pretzels.
Cashews.
They
Cashews
actually
are where it's at.
typically have pretzels and stuff and chips on flights more often now because
I-
of peanut allergy.
Cookies. The cookies,
Cookies,
are
yeah.
good.
Yeah, we could do the little cookies that they
Yeah.
have. I like those.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely agree. Like, I don't know why peanuts was the thing of choice. I like peanuts, but there are plenty of other snacks.
There's no alcohol in this. There needs to be alcohol in this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm out of scotch. Darn it.
Prestidigitation. Poof.
I have rum upstairs.
Fake alcohol.
I want to approach the entrance of the cave slowly and cautiously with these two behind me. Keep in mind, guys, I still have not drawn my sword. I just think that's an important detail because it plays into the whole like persuasion intimidation thing better.
Look at me, I'm getting all the XP because I'm playing my characters really, really well, and we're all gonna, get all the superpowers.
We are playing them very well.
Isn't that how D&D is supposed to be played?
I think we're all doing incredibly good
assumed,
job playing our characters. Yeah, we're all meshing together really well. This is so much fun.
I I never want to be the DM who tries to kill off the players, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get more mean.
Look, man.
Those guys, technically, they could have done a lot of damage to us had we actually not rolled double nat 20.
I know. It's
they
the
hit
game.
fairly hard.
The game is going. I can get rid of this. I don't need their stats anymore. They're gone.
Bye-bye.
I gotta close the window. I gotta close the window.
And if we see Cial again, I get to tell him that, hey, we didn't have to kill your brothers. We convinced them to leave.
You didn't even hurt them.
I mean, we did,
well,
but
we
not
did,
enough
but,
to be a
like-
huge amount.
It's like,
Because they have pretty good amount of hit points, so it didn't, like, they're not bloodied by any means.
no!
Yep.
They had 104 hit points. You broke
Combined
the
or
surface. Each.
Ooh.
We definitely saved ourselves some time.
Wow, we did save ourselves a lot of time.
Okay, yeah, I wanna...
They cast Barkskin, so their AC was up to 16.
Yep, I knew it, yeah.
Yeah, no biggie.
Actually, I think we still would have hit them with all of our rolls. We
You
rolled pretty
did!
low.
You would have. I was counting. Because I was regretting having them dash and not casting it right away. But there was no immediate threat.
Yeah, they didn't. They just heard a noise.
All right.
Somehow played that perfectly, even with you failing to whisper. That actually worked to our benefit.
Take off the damn mask, Oliver.
All right, so we're at the cave.
You walk into the cave. It's actually fairly well lit. You see a table. You see, a cot. You see a whole ton of bones, skeletons. There's blood caked everywhere. On the far side of the cave, which, I mean, you have all the time in the world to take a look around. The cave is closed in. There are no alternate paths. There are no, like, entrances. This is a hollowed out piece of stone, basically.
Mm-hmm.
On the far end, you see two cages. In one cage is a arm. There's a little bit of a torso left. That's about it.
Ooh.
In the other cage is a bloodied, shivering woman.
If I was a lizard folk, this would be very nice.
I'm gonna rush forward to the cage with the woman in it. She seems to be alive.
She seems to be alive. As you approach, she recoils.
Can I
Clank, clank, clank.
can I use my feet and detect evil?
Yes.
Ooh, you have special feet.
I do.
That's right, you haven't had a chance to really use it. I actually can detect evil too as a paladin, but I'm more focused on this.
Yeah.
So.
Can I roll perception to detect if there's anybody, like, in the ground?
Yes, you can. Roll me an investigation check,
Oh,
Panda.
11 or 14.
14 with advantage. Read me your feat. What does it say again?
I believe it just gives me the detect evil. I have to go back into like edit because it doesn't just show up.
Yeah.
Just gain detect evil as a free spell once per day that does not use a spell slot. Can't detect good. The spell only targets aberrations, fiend, or undead.
Okay. You don't ping anything from the woman. And Talamh, you don't sense anything underground.
okay.
forward, and the lady recoils. I'm going to speak calmly and quietly and say, "Be not afraid. We're here to save you." Is the cage obviously locked, or?
Yeah.
Does it look breakable?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to break open the lock.
Okay.
I'm going to use the momentum of charging forward and just kick it.
Okay. As you do, she screams and gets it as far into the corner as possible.
That's fine. I'm getting her out. Can I roll athletics for that? Or are you just gonna? Is it just weak enough that it doesn't matter?
Roll athletics.
That's a 9.
All right. Let me roll.
Assuming it probably doesn't break. It was all for nothing.
Oh, the cage breaks. This is to pick her up.
Oh, I'm not trying to pick her up. I'm
okay.
I'm just getting the cage open.
Oh yeah, the cage is an inanimate object. You're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as long as I open the cage, then I'm going to kneel down, and I will. Is she like? Does she seem to be wounded?
No, she seems bloody, but you can't see any visible wounds on her.
Okay.
If you want to know the source of the blood, you can roll an investigation check or an insight. I would be fine with either.
I will roll an insight check real quick, just as I'm seeing what's going on. That's at 12.
Okay. It appears that the blood is probably not hers. It looks to be from whatever killed the other person in the cage was messy.
Gross. Okay, I want to roll a persuasion to calm her down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep talking, essentially saying like we're here to save you. We're here to save you. You're safe now. 26.
Dirty 26.
Dirty 26. I mean, it's
with
nat 20
advantage, because you just rescued her and there are no immediate threats, so you get advantage on it, which makes it a nat 20 because that's the other one you rolled.
It's so mad right now. Hey, persuasion's like the one thing I'm good at, okay?
Your calming presence and the fact that you're, kneeling down and you're not like reaching out and grabbing her or anything, you see the clarity come back in her face, and she says, oh, nope, that's not her name. What is the name? Damn it. Sorry, I got the name for a person, but I forgot to get the name for the one who bit the dust. I think. I don't know. You guys have thrown me off my game so badly. It's so
you were
cool.
still expecting to be fighting.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, Alright, well, oh, that's a good one. Alright. So, clarity comes to her. She breathes a little bit, and, She killed Torin. She ate her. She ate her, and then she left, and she said she was gonna eat me, and she's coming back. She's gonna come back. We've got to go. Where are the the things, the short guys.
Run away.
They ran? So they're still out there? You didn't kill them?
They were afraid of us. Use that to our advantage.
Oh, okay.
We will get you home safe. On my honor, I swear that.
Home, yes. Home. Okay. We gotta hurry though. She'll be back.
Yeah, I will.
And with that, she crawls out of the cave or out of the cage, and just kind of deliberately weak, but moving a kind of a mixture of purpose and fear and determination, and starts moving towards the entrance to the cave.
I'm just gonna escort alongside her.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
All of us, or just me?
Just you, as you're the one escorting her right now. Talamh probably can too because of her high passive.
I got an 18.
Okay. It's not subtle, so it's not like she's trying to hide anything.
13.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not subtle. It's as you're walking alongside her and you meet up with the rest of the group, anytime anybody gets too close to her, she recoils and starts to take a couple steps in the other direction. Still pressing forward, but clearly not wanting to be touched.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'll be right back.
I have one spell slot left. And I am going to be in character, wasting a spell slot that I would never do normally to cast Calm Emotion.
Okay. And read that one off for me again.
Let me get to it here. It's one I inherently know, being a Oath of Redemption. Calm Emotions. I attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose must make a charisma saving throw. They can choose to fail this saving throw if they wish. If a creature fails a saving throw, choose one of the following 2 effects. I can suppress any effect causing them to be charmed or frightened. Alternatively, I can make a target indifferent about creatures. So I'm essentially just trying. I mean, technically, if she might not be under the frightened effect, I guess, but I'm trying to use it in a not quite text way to just help calm her down.
Yeah.
So technically, she might not be under the frightened condition because it only temporarily suppresses that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't think that'll work, I guess not. I can just roll. But
no, I mean it'll work. I'm mostly rolling to see if she's gonna fight you on it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because she's not really thinking clearly. So, it'd be different if you're frightened and you know you've been charmed.
Yeah.
This is more of a reaction to the events.
Yeah.
So.
Which is why I was wondering if it would necessarily work, but.
My D20 rolled into my gummy bears. I can't see it. No, I moved it. Damn it. What was it?
Guess you gotta eat all the gummy bears to get it out.
I wish. I'm not gonna eat on stream. Nobody needs to see that. Alright, so it is a really strong fear effect, so she is gonna fight you on that. So what is she gonna roll?
She has to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. And what does she have to beat?
My spell save DC.
She does not beat it. I can tell you that right now.
It's a 16. So.
Okay, yeah, she definitely does not beat it. So, you see her kind of blink a couple of times, and she looks around a little bit, and another wave of clarity kind of goes over her eyes, and she says, Okay, I'm not hurt. I'm alive. I can get back to my family. Let's go.
Okay,
And she starts walking with a lot more purpose.
good.
While he's taking care of her, can I investigate just the room around, looking for anything that might be out of the ordinary or of interest?
Yeah. The biggest thing that is of interest, it's mostly just bones, blood, boxes with some basic food supplies, lots of vegetables. You kind of imagine that it's for making stew. Take that as it is. And then there's a chest in the room. Not locked.
I want to poke it with my staff.
You poke the box. It does nothing.
Look to see what's inside it.
Yeah, you open it up. And there is... Whoops, didn't want to do that. You find... $300 gold.
Cool.
You find 2 gems. You find a health potion. Just standard. And you find 2 long swords and 5 daggers. And 3 rings and 2 necklaces.
I'll take the gold, rings, necklaces, gems, and potion.
Okay.
I apparently missed a lot.
I found a chest.
He found a chest, opened it, and I used calm emotion. The lady to calm her down.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back and give 100 gold each to Ridire and Talamh.
Don't worry about splitting it up right now. Let's just get out of here. We
Yeah.
can split it up later.
Sounds good.
I don't need it that badly. I know you guys will be good for it if, like, worst case scenario, I need it in or something.
Got that there.
All right. Are you guys... She's now determined. Now that
Yep.
her fear has
I'm
gone
walking-
away, she's
I'm
starting to almost get to a jog.
I'm just keeping pace with her, shield at the ready in case something jumps out at us.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna keep an eye behind us while following.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a feel out in the 60-foot radius around me.
Okay. Oliver, roll an athletics check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's a
Okay.
4.
You're... Every now and then you glance behind you. You're able to keep your footing. You're not, like, tripping on anything. You do stumble a few times as you turn around and look, but you're being pretty careful with it of when you go looking.
Cool.
All right. Are you guys basically jogging through the woods heading back towards the village? Are you going to stop? What's your plan?
I want to get her back to the village as quickly as possible.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going back through the way back through the Ridire place? I imagine we have to go that way.
Well, at the very least, we have to follow the path back to kind of get us back on track. But
yeah,
I would say as we go, if one of us could make sure that she still has her strength to go.
Well, yeah, I'm keeping an eye on her. If she starts to falter, I will.
Okay.
Be there.
You know, I could change into a big old stone horse.
It's true.
And we'll go galloping off into
Wow.
the sunrise.
Well, okay. Wow.
That's
Pretty
either
much,
good or bad.
you had traveled for about 4 hours that way, plus another hour. So, but that was the way going through the way the Ridire went. Basically, you go about 3 hours. It gets to be about midnight. She is at least half elf, so she's able to move through the dark as well as you guys are, and you don't come across a single encounter.
Wow.
Word got out that we're tough guys.
Everything just like everything in the forest heard the Far Darrigs run, and they're just like, "Whoa,
Hold up. Not touching that.
Did you hear? He sparkled.
It was wild. Like 2 times this today. Like
whoa.
All right. It becomes about 1 o'clock, and you break the tree line of the city. Give me a second here.
We are still probably gonna have to go back and stop this creature because it'll attempt something again. But
Probably.
my concern was getting her out of there first. I honestly expected it to show up and attack us, so.
So did I.
You could have just made it happen. It's your world.
Yeah. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away from me as well.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you cross the tree line of Bowald, and there you see where are the Thoradin, the city guard, the dwarf, patrolling within the city limits, and the woman is the first to break the tree line with you right after her, right next to her, and through the dark, Thoradin yells out, "Alina? Alina? You're back. You made it." And seeing Thoradin, she rushes to him and falls to her knees. He helps her up and says, "Oh, Roland has been so worried about you. Let's get you home. Theo and Rose will be glad to have their mom back."
You can save someone's mom.
He turns to you, and he's kind of escorting her as the rest of you run up and says, "You've done a great thing. Adelaide has never been happier. Bryant and Roland are healing up. We heard what you did, and Peleus, he's waiting in the guards' chambers for you. He's got your money. We can't believe you did that for us. You look like you've been through a lot, so talk to Peleus, go rest, whatever you need. I can't believe it. Thank you."
Odd. He's obviously needs to, get her home.
Do you guys say anything? How do you react?
Yeah, I'll just nod and essentially say, it was the least I could do.
I'm gonna bring up. There was another. I believe her name was Torin. We could not save her.
You hear a wail from the woman.
And with that, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, I was like, you should wait. You maybe just told that to the guard captain, even to bring it up right now.
Nope, that's all. I'm just gonna head out.
Thoradin just kind of takes her and, you couldn't have done anything. Let's get you home.
I guess we'll go. I mean, I'll probably go see Peleus.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll go talk to the guard captain. If nothing else, to at least bring him up to speed on everything, and then.
Curiosity, do we still have you?
Something made her not feel well, she said in the streams, in the chat, so I'm thinking this might be a good spot to end.
Yeah, this is a great ending spot anyways, so I was like, I see the screen kind of went out, I don't hear her, so we're just going to assume that she's okay, and we'll check in with her. Otherwise, for the rest of us, we're going to pick this up next week. And from everybody here at Roll for Initiative, or Roll for Persuasion, and get a nat 20. Everybody watching, Hey, Curiosity. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, we're just wrapping up. So, for all of you out there, may you roll your nat 20s. May you avoid your critical fails. And we will see you all next week.